Sports Sunday.
Well, welcome back to Sports Sunday. The Birmingham Stallions on the road at Ford Field taking on the Michigan Panthers. But joining us now is a very special guest, State of the Stallions podcast host Luke Miller. Luke, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, awesome. Let's get right into it. All right, 20-13, the final score. You could definitely say things a little dicey there towards the end, but let's talk about the heroics of Taco time, man. What did you think about his performance today, and how crucial was he towards the end of this game?
Yeah, he was fantastic. He's a recent addition for the Stallions. They got him right before the season started. Former first-round NFL draft pick, and you definitely could see that talent on display today, having not one, not two, but 3 sacks in the game that were huge, especially the game-sealing sack. So couldn't say enough good things about his performance.
All right, too, and we have to talk about the quarterback room. I mean, there is a lot of guys in this year's room. Coach Holtz definitely did a good job of getting these guys in order, but the two I want to talk about is Adrian Martinez and Matt Corral. The way that they're able to use, I would say, they're very crafty, and to be able to use that space in the pocket. What was your impression on the way they performed today, especially with a very, I would say, good Panthers defense?
No, you're right. The Panthers do have an excellent defense. They had a big challenge ahead of them, but I thought both of them showed really great flashes at times. You know, Matt did throw an interception. There was a fumble by Adrian. So they're still kind of, settling into this offense and working on their game. But you both saw, you saw from both of them what they're capable of. They both can make plays. They both can move in and out of the pocket, and they both are incredibly talented quarterbacks. It's great to have 2 guys of that caliber on your team.
Exactly, and I mean, I think I saw a poll on your Twitter of who should be the starting quarterback. Who do you think should be the starting quarterback?
Oh, wow, that's a lot of pressure. I don't get paid to make those decisions. If I had to say, I mean, I think I have been really impressed with Matt Corral going all the way back to his college days when he was at Ole Miss and the starting quarterback there for Lane Kiffin. I think, he hasn't been a starter since 2021, and so he's just, I think, kind of settling in. I don't think we've really seen what he's fully capable of, so I would like to see him continue to start games and get the majority of snaps, and I think that he could be a great leader for this team. But Adrian Martinez is also, very talented, and they're again in good hands with both of those guys.
Mm-hmm. And, I think a lot of coaches say that you win games, yes, on defense, but also, too, on specials. And the specials for the Stallions today, I would say superb. What did you see out of that group, and how crucial were they to help get that win? Because at one point it was like field goal central there for a while in this game.
Yeah, Chris Blewett, our kicker, despite his unfortunate last name, good for us, he did not blow it. So he was 4 for 4 on field goals, which turned out to be huge for us because it was a close game down the stretch. And he has a really powerful leg, can kick the ball really deep. But it was really great to see how accurate he was kicking field goals because we certainly needed him today.
Mm-hmm. So I know we're only 2 games into the season, but has there been a certain room or position group that's really surprised you so far?
I have been really impressed with the Stallions secondary. They went out this offseason and really kind of went after acquiring some new talent for the secondary, and it's really proven to, I think, be helpful. There's been 1 or 2 kind of blown coverages where some guys have got behind the defense. But outside of that, for the most part, they've really been able to kind of contain opposing receivers and have been, I think, a huge part of the Stallions' early success so far this season.
Mm-hmm. And I want to look forward to next week. They're finally home. I feel like it's been like, everyone's waiting for these guys to finally come back to protect it. But when you're looking at the matchup against Memphis, what is your one key to success for the Stallions to improve to 3-0 on the year?
Well, Memphis is a dangerous team because they have a fantastic quarterback. And anytime you play a team with a fantastic quarterback, it's always going to be a scary matchup. Case Cookus, their quarterback, the Stallions faced him in 2022 in the USFL Championship, and he gave them a lot of trouble. So I think the biggest thing is going to be, like I said, that secondary I just talked about, really leaning on them to keep receivers in front of them. The defense is going to have to contain Cook as he can kind of do things with his legs too. So it's going to be, as long as they can kind of keep him, in control like they did with the Michigan game today, I think the offense should be able to put up enough points to pull it out.
Luke, thank you so much for your time. I know you're driving back, so again, I appreciate you giving the time and coming on here. But again, Stallions next week, a big game against Memphis. But we have more coming up on Sports Sunday, so stick around. We'll be right back after this.